Hello, I'm Emma, a boudoir photographer, soon to be published author, and a self-love advocate. And I'm not alone in that. Today I want to introduce to you one of my dear friends, Courtney. So Courtney and I met a couple of years ago when she said yes to being one of my beauty ambassadors. And it's in those couple of years that her self-love and self-care regime has really shown a growth in who she is. She is known as the self-care queen in our community, and now you are going to find out exactly why. Here's Courtney. All right, Courtney, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm so happy that you are here. And we're going to jump right into some awesome self-love questions. So first up, what does self-love mean to you?
Yeah, so self-love to me means having a high regard for your own well-being and happiness. By that, I mean putting yourself first and not sacrificing your well-being to please others.
Totally. Yeah. And I always ask that question because self-love means so much to so many different people, right? It's not a generic answer. So I always love to know what people think. Yeah. So how long have you been prioritizing self-love in your life then?
Yeah, so my self-love journey kind of came on about 2 years, just over 2 years ago. After a tough summer of 2019, I decided it was time to put myself first.
Yeah. And that happens to be the time that you joined me as an ambassador.
It was.
Yeah, that's super exciting. Okay, so 2 years you've been on this journey. So what has been your biggest growth moment in that time?
Yeah. So for me, there's actually two that stand out, different reasons. First being both my boudoir photo shoots with you. The first time I had done it, I didn't think I was going to be able to go through with it. There was quite a bit of hesitation and, oh, I should contact Emma and cancel. Like, I'm not ready for this. I don't know if I want to do this. And then I did, and I saw the photos and I seen myself from a whole new perspective, a whole new light. It was kind of, it kind of gave me an idea of maybe how people reviewed me, not how I truly reviewed myself in the mirror or in photographs. And then my second boudoir photo shoot with you back in May, just the difference between the two and the confidence that I had gained within like a year and 2 months time span. That was massive.
I can agree.
I said after my first boudoir photo shoot that, maybe I'm ready to take it to be a little more risque a little bit, but then, and then I started thinking, oh, am I ready for that? But I mean, a few of my photos there, it was a little less, and I'm actually really glad that I did it. It was a huge confidence booster. And then my second, probably biggest wow moment was taking the time for me to take a trip that I had contemplated on canceling multiple times because I wasn't sure if I was ready for it. I wasn't sure if it was the right thing to do with being in a pandemic. It was a lot of what ifs and am I doing the right thing? Are people gonna be mad at me because we're in a pandemic, I probably shouldn't be traveling. But I took that moment to put myself first, and obviously the adventure didn't turn out the way I was hoping it would, but it was an adventure of a lifetime, and I got to see like more of Canada and got to experience things I never would have experienced had I not taken that trip for myself.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I'm so happy that you went on that adventure and you were just like, screw it, I'm doing it, and this is me. And yeah, and then you got growth from that. That's so amazing.
I in that week that I spent, I don't want to say in a foreign land, but in a foreign land, because it was to me. I learned so much about myself and so much what I want in life that it was a huge growth moment for me.
Yeah, amazing. Amazing. And obviously I can attest to the boudoir as well, and attest to the growth that I witnessed in you. And I just, you really did make both experiences you made it about you instead of conforming to what boudoir or what we think boudoir should be. So like, you know, you had mentioned that in your first one you were a little bit more conservative with like your outfits and different things because that was you at that time. And I
Yeah.
love that. And I love that you included like your Oilers jersey and your fishing rod and the tackle and your rubber boots. Like that was, I just love those pictures so much. And then the following year, again, like you were a lot more confident. Like you said, you went a little bit more risque, but it was still you because of that growth. And I just love that. So I hope you are very proud of yourself.
Yeah, I was just reviewing both sets of photos the other day, and I was just like, I was so like, wow, by them.
Yeah, amazing. And they're just, both experiences were very different, not just because of where you were in life, but because, well, it was a different location for a start, and then we added outside, and then we added your birthday cupcake, and yeah, it was awesome.
For sure.
Yeah. So what are your go-to self-care tools, like more so on like a daily basis or a weekly, because obviously boudoir and travel isn't going to be that often. So what's more of your go-to ones on a weekly or daily basis?
So a lot of it is like, well, as I've mentioned before, Thursdays are typically my me days. So it usually ends in like, or starts with like work and stuff, and then after work I try and cook myself like a nice meal and then run a hot bubble bath with like essential oils or Epsom salt. And I just crawl in and spend like anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour and a half just soaking in the bath and listening to country music. I find that that's probably the most relaxing thing for me. And then I try and get out and, you know, put on like my, what do you call it? The diffuser in my room and crawl into bed, whether it be I go to sleep right away, whether it be I read a chapter in a book, if I turn on TV. It's just something for me time where I cut everybody out, put my phone down, and just enjoy my time.
Yeah, and that's why in our community we call you the self-care queen because you have recognized that self-care can be easy. It doesn't have to be a whole day or a whole weekend, you know. It can be for sure, but it can be, doesn't have to be extravagant. It can be super simple things. Yeah, maybe you're gonna go get your nails done or your hair done, but maybe you just sit in the bath and read your book. Like, you know, it can be so simple. It can be 5 minutes even, you know. I know people with kids, they say, oh, I really struggle to find the time, but honestly, lock yourself in the bathroom for 5 minutes and take that as you time. That counts.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, well, last question then. What do you love about being you?
I love that I'm sassy, but not in like a rude way. Like it's more so like the fun joking around me type thing. And I also love that I have a huge heart, you know, like a lot of my self-love and self-care came from always putting people first and realizing that I need to make the time for myself. But I am the type of person that no matter what, I would always give the shirt off my back for somebody that needs the help.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. It's just about finding a balance. Like self-care isn't about, you know, ignoring everybody else and, you know, being, I mean, yes, being selfish, but when you need to be in for the right reasons, right? It's not one or the other. You can still be both. Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. Okay, well, that's it from me. Did you want to say anything else? Did we miss anything? Or
I don't think so. I think, like I said, I think it's important for everybody to just take that 5 minutes and like you said, if you're a parent who's struggling and you don't think you have the time, take the 5 minutes, lock yourself in the bathroom, listen to your favorite song.
Yeah, that's it.
Dance it out if you need to.
Oh,
Make
yeah.
time for you. All needed and worth it.
Yeah, totally have a solo dance party. Works a treat. Oh, I know what I was going to say, what I forgot about when you said you were a little bit sassy. There's a little saying that you say, what was it? I'm sassy, classy, and a little badassy or something.
Classy, or what is it? Sassy, classy, and a little smart assy.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, totally. I love it. That's so awesome. Okay, well, Courtney, thank you so much again. And I look forward to hearing more of your journey and seeing you inspiring others, because I know that you do, over in our BU Uplifted group. And also Courtney has written a blog, so I will post the blog link in the description as well. So be sure to head on over there and read more about Courtney's story, because there's a lot more to read.
Emma.
All right, thank you. Bye.